Welcome to Take 5, a podcast brought to you by Newleaf Training and Development. Each edition is an inspiring interview with a leader worth listening to. Enjoy.
Hey, I'm Paul Butler. I'm one of the client partners at Newleaf Training and Development, and I'm so delighted to be joined today by Carl Kanowsky, who is the owner and an attorney with Kanowsky and Associates. And just as a personal note, Carl's firm has actually been our law firm since we started nearly 17 years ago now. So Carl, as you know from Newleaf, we focus on our core purpose of helping people and organizations better manage themselves, better lead others, and grow business acumen. I just wondered what would be your recommended best practices to help people and organizations be their best. But please do start, though, by telling us a little bit more about your organization, what you do, and who you serve. So over to you, Carl, and I'll wrap it up when you're done.
All right. Thank you. Paul, listen, first of all, I want to say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk about this with you and with the people that listen to what you got to say and what you've been putting on. The other thing is that it's been a real pleasure working with you and Gaynor.
Okay.
It's been 17 years. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And you still got that delightful British accent, and we've been trying to work with you on that, but be that as it may. Anyway, we are a boutique law firm specializing in business and real estate law, and we deal with a number of different kind of clients. But speaking today mainly about the business client, we have a lot of people who come in at different stages of what's going on with their business. But what I'd like to talk to you about is the ones that are coming in to us to talk to us about getting started. We're looking at organizing a business, and this is what we want to do, whether it's to be like a restaurant or a sports facility or whatever else it may be. And we say, okay, this especially comes true when there's two or more people that are going to be the owners, and not like a husband and wife team, but folks that could be brother, sister, or just friends or whatever else it may be. And I always tell them, listen, there's basically two crucial elements to getting together a good business plan. One of them is planning, and the other one is transparency or openness. And the idea there is that you sit down with these folks and they say, oh, geez, we're going to be opening up, say, for instance, a Mexican restaurant, and everything's going to be great. Well, okay, have you looked about what the budget's going to be, who's you're going to be your target audience, who you're going to be bringing in for your customers, what's going to make you different from all the Taco Bells in the world and things like that, and how are you going to be financing it, all that kind of thing. And then the other aspect I say is that there's 2, 4, 9 of you, however many there may be. How are you guys going to be working together? What is your plan for who's going to be in charge of what? Who's going to be putting in how many hours? Are you going to be devoting a lot of time to it, no time, something in between? And how much money are you going to be putting into it? And ultimately, one of the crucial questions, who's going to be in charge? Who's going to be able to make the decisions? The other thing is that being open about what your goals are and what you see your role is, as well as the role of your business partners, is crucial. We've put together close to 1,000 different corporations and LLCs, partnerships, and in that time, we've had less than a handful that people get together and it becomes apparent almost right away they really don't like each other, or they can't come to an agreement about how they're going to be doing things, or who's going to be in charge, or, oh my God, I didn't think you were going to be asking me that much money, or I can't spend that much time on it, or what have you. And the thing just falls apart. And that sounds a little bit like a tragedy, but actually it is so much better to have learned that early on, rather than having discovered it 2, 4, or 9 years into that kind of a business venture, and then find out, oh, if I had known that about you from the beginning, I would never have done it. And so working with people, like I say, with the idea of putting together a good plan, being transparent, open, and honest about what those are, I think that makes all the difference. And that provides the foundation for what I think ultimately, hopefully, can be a good business operation. Reminds me a lot of working with you, Paul, and that's one of the things I've got to say is that you've always had that as a real strength and quality, and hopefully the people you work with can mimic that and do that as well. But it's been a pleasure talking about this, Paul. Thank you. Thanks a lot for the opportunity.
Oh, thanks, Carl. And again, just to reciprocate with that, we've just been so grateful for your quality of service, Carl, as we've gone through the different stages of our evolution as a business, and long may that continue. And then just a message out to the subscribers to keep an eye on the website, the events page for the webinars that we offer on a regular basis, most of which are free, or there's a small charge usually because we're partnering up with another entity. And Carl, I just want to say again, a very, very big thank you. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Could I offer you a virtual high five?
There you go. Say hey to Gaynor.
And thank you to Terry as well. Thanks, Carl.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
I hope you found that interview useful, and if you did, feel free to rate, review, and share this podcast. We'll be back next week with another episode, and we also invite you to check out our other weekly podcast, Going the Extra Mile, which is sure to lift your spirit and encourage you in today's working world. Bye for now.